about 20 years ago, back in 1997, I produced a show called LA. What's happening? Yeah. The show is actually the Chinese version of Entertainment Tonight, which I'm sure many of you have seen it. My intention was actually to bring the best Hollywood movies and lifestyle entertainment for billions of Chinese audience around the world. The show was indeed very successful, and we produced about 20 episodes of it and sold it to Asian satellite channel, and it was also aired on Sky TV Japan. Funny enough, when it was aired on Sky TV, they subtitled it in Japanese. Recall the time when I was producing the show, I only had a team of 4 crew members. Me as the host, the director, the producer, and also sometimes the cameraman, plus my co-host, who was a pretty lady from Taiwan. And I had an assistant to help me to write out the Chinese dialogue, because back then my Chinese wasn't as good as I am right now. And plus a cameraman who showed up whenever he can, whenever he doesn't have his regular job. So when he's not around, I'm the in-house cameraman, holding this camera, 20-pound baby, and running around, on my shoulder. So indeed, it was a lot of hard work, and we spent a lot of time, around LA doing red carpet interviews at the Chinese Man Theater, and then running around between the hotels to do the press junket. Hard work, but well worth it, because it taught me how to do production and produce a good TV show with minimum crew members. And I'm glad I got it done then.
嗨，各位观众朋友，大家好，欢迎您再度收看《星光灿烂好莱坞 LA What's Happening》，我是Annie的赛家珍。在今天的节目里，我们将为您访问2位明星，访问到曾经荣获人物杂志所选出来最美丽人物之一的这位王以胜，一位曾经在香港以及好莱坞拍片的性感演员白石谦 James Pax 先生。今天《水浒传》单元中的特别来宾，我们会请到名导演唐吉礼，会带您到拉斯维加斯来看一看电视影集中《星际争霸战》的首映礼，今天内容相当的精彩，请不要错过，赶快坐好了，我们马上就回来了。
I have always, just by my nature, been a person who would stick with something. Once my mind was set to that, I would...
Initially, in the thing which we just developed that was a lot of fun was the idea of playing these characters.
世界各地的电影院的墙上张贴着他们的海报，在最热门的网站。
He got a little tear in his eye. I know. And I thought, oh, how...
You just told me that your mother used to live in Hong Kong.
My mother grew up in Hong Kong.
I have a part, a responsible part in, for instance, this movie, and I know
that you've hit that bottom. That's when you can finally start to to climb up out of the hole and leaving Las Vegas.
仪式，整个仪式是由好莱坞市长所主持。现在就让我们来看看仪式的过程吧。
It was 2 years after the revolution, and I grew up in Miami Beach until 1978 when I moved to LA.
So do you have a very close relationship with the family?
Yes.
A guy I knew in high school. It's certain rhythms in people's speech, certain people you meet. Everyone's a character. You go and buy a hamburger from someone and...
From Valentino to Versace, to Prada to Moschino, it caters mostly to the rich and famous. Come around the Academy Awards time.
No.
Yes, that's rather bizarre. I mean, I suppose it's because she loves me very much, and him.
A hero of a simple life. And that's nice, because I think everybody can be a hero for somebody.
高的一步比一步高，最高的有好几尺高啊！
观众现在一定觉得不可思议。
嘿，你看我头上的这顶帽子，这个也是电影公司的另外一种宣传画。
show that I'm doing called Hercules has a lot to do with that. So it's you know success of that.
那他们都做得非常好，但是呢，他们唯一我觉得呢，说他们疯狂吗？哎，倒也不是。
For 50 minutes, you know, you
1000亿美金的铁达尼来为他做这么一个光荣的见证。
Chinese Americans living there. And I think growing up, it was very difficult for me to go through school.
The approach it is, do I have anything in common with her?
是没有那个残忍的。
In school, soon after a couple of years of university, I moved to New York and.
Well, I think the opportunities are getting larger, getting bigger. For many years, I mean, you look at Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, Jean-Claude Van Damme. For a long time, it was only Caucasians doing.
我只是好像一个将军呢，就把我的军队怎么运用呢，把他们怎么样
突破起来。那我想我们的电影呢，香港导演呢来美国啊发展啊，而且像专屋啊、拍电影啊，都有一种。
在这里拍这部戏，学了那个语言方面以外，就是本身导演对这个演员的了解。
And then I did a couple of episodes of Dallas. 我的作为一个演员呢，都是他们很疼你的 ，they really take care of you, you know.
他们自己的个人风格，然后所以引起到外国的观众对他们。
我第一次拍这个东西，所以就我觉得很有意思。所以就是说里面
always the money, and a lot of times you'll get excited about working on a project, even if you wanted to apply for a grant or something like that.
结尾的时候。有一场戏就是其中一个父亲发现。
What I can do is probably do my own thing and do the best I can, but you know, lucky for me, I get to see what Jackie is doing and learn from him, so I can be better.
以下是我们的星光快讯，好莱坞性感女神Sharon Stone沙朗史东。随着年龄的增长，演技也相同了，成熟了许多。但出乎意料的是，在这个月的14号，也就是情人节，她闪电式的与三藩市某报社的 Phil Bronstein 菲利普·伯恩斯坦结婚了。整个婚礼简单而隆重。在这里呢，我们要祝福她，希望这一次能让她在生命旅途中找到一个更平稳的跳板。第二则消息，香港巨星周润发拍了他的第一部好莱坞电影《The Replacement Killer》职业杀手。他虽然打开了美国市场，但是这部戏的故事缺乏内容，角色不够突出，男女主角对戏因为不够协调，因此无法擦出火花。而这一位新一代的黑人导演，对于拍摄镜头虽然摆设得非常漂亮，不过给人的感觉却像是在看一出2个小时的 MTV， 并且他对于周润发的角色设计的太过于冷酷，就好比70年代的动作演员 Clint Eastwood。不过很可惜的是，周润发并不适合这样子的形象，因此造成了反效果。这也许也是因为这部电影在美国票房并没有如其想象这么好的原因吧。不管如何，我们在这里还是要恭喜他顺利完成这部电影，也希望下一次在他的新片中能够有更精彩的演出。族的关系，不论是好事，
救回家人，并且拯救了一个史上占了重要地位的人。Now
I did a movie,
The Flying White House.
Other than probably the
what? I mean, actors in your caliber.
Yes, personally.
There he is.
These things that you.
I don't know. After the fight last week, what do you think?
because there's too many unanswered questions.
Changes all the rules.
1600 Pennsylvania.
On getting even.
Now, tell us about this picture.
Plays, I mean, they're sort of absurd, and we love the absurd.
Demolitions team, everybody out! LAPD, national now.
Turning the highly popular 1960s.
This is a friend of ours. That would mean you were made, guy. A capiche?
The danger is
Terrific. He's here tonight, you know. Did you meet?
导演詹姆斯·凯纳同志，两位都是新奇之秀。
The chemistry of the love story was
kind of like Barney Bailey. He knows how to throw a circus.
海上风波是由华人。
He's just like very determined and.
What are you telling me? That this ship is alive?
This chick was stuck.
Totally.
We can either forget it or do it and just maybe get rich. This is
Her character to play as an actor because she's.
All of the detail and attention paid and prior to exchange some ideas.
This right?
I'm Larkin.
Hello, Larkin.
Then you might not make it through any of it.
And you'll blow it!
I advise you mind your manners.
If you set the right atmosphere and let the cast get
Aspires to work with somebody that amazing and.
很快又到了节目的最后了，不过我们马上就可以见面了，不要忘了下周同一时间同一频道，请继续锁定我们的星光灿烂好莱坞。